Hello, everybody. You know who this is. It is Mixlam, and I am back with another episode of Countdown to Revolution. You will see I have a little different backdrop today. I don't have my Portland Trailblazer backdrop with me because, it's a little something special going on this month of December, and that is Christmas. Everybody loves Christmas, and with Christmas, we know comes Christmas music. Now, I'm not a huge Christmas music fan, I will admit, but there are some songs that I like. I don't like a lot of traditional Christmas songs. I'm just going to put it out there. I'm different than most people in more ways than one, but this is one of them. I don't like a lot of the traditional stuff. So I decided for this countdown to count down the top 10 non-traditional Christmas songs. Non-traditional, I guess we can debate exactly what that means, but to speak broadly, let's just say something like No Silent Night, Joy to the World. Basically songs that have been traditionally sung for the last 60, 70 years at least, and have been redone by a bunch of different choirs, a bunch of different people. We sing them when we go caroling, all that kind of stuff. A couple of these might be in a little gray area, so if you think they are, you can let me know if you think they should be disqualified. But it's my countdown, so I'm going to allow it. Number 10. The 10th best non-traditional Christmas song is, and this might be one of the borders, Last Christmas by Wham. Probably my most controversial pick. I like it. I don't like most Christmas songs that they play on the radio, but this one I'm always loving it. I'm always loving it when they get George Michael on there. I'm just dancing. I don't like the remake, and I can't even remember who did the remake. Was it Taylor Swift? I don't know. Somebody did a popular remake of this a few years back, and I didn't like it. So number 9. Number 9, the 9th best non-traditional Christmas song is No Doubt, Oi to the World. Oi to the World, I think, is a very good song. Comes out in the late 90s, I believe. I like No Doubt in general, but this is a pretty cool song. I'm not really that fond of the music video, if you watch the music video. Oh, and let me throw in, all of these songs that I'm saying, you probably haven't heard of a lot of them. And so in the comment section below, I'm going to put links to all these songs so that you can find them and listen to them yourself so that you can have an opinion. Because some of these you might not have an opinion because you might not have heard them. But that's why you're listening, to get some new songs for your Christmas playlist, right? Number 8. I have another perhaps border song, another one of those songs right on the edge of this, if this is classical or not, because it's old. But I'm going to go with Santa's Beard by the Beach Boys. Sure, it's an older song, but it's also an original song, so I don't count it as a traditional Christmas song. You do hear this on the radio, though. I heard it growing up on the radio all the time. It's a very good song. And I'm going to put it at number 8. Number 7. I'm going to go with one of the best bands of the 90s. They kind of fell off after that. But Smashing Pumpkins. Christmastime. It's a really cool song. I know Smashing Pumpkin fans gave Billy Corgan a lot of guff and crap when he came out with this song, but I thought it was really good. I still listen to it every Christmas. On Christmas Eve, I listen to this song. I think it's a really cool song, sentimental, and yeah, great lyrics, great sound. Gotta love it. Number 6. The 6th best non-traditional song we have is a bit of a controversial pick because This song, I know people have strong opinions about either way. Do they know it's Christmas? Bandaid. I love this song. I think it's a great melody. I love how they have all the big artists of the 80s doing this. And I do mean the 80s version. I do mean the 1985 version of Bandaid. And yeah, I know. The song does have some racist overtones and there's some problematic lyrics. They did fix a lot of these lyrics when they've done subsequent versions of this song in the future. I don't like the version so much. I like the lyrics. Let me say I like the redone lyrics better, but the actual remakes of the song I'm not such a fan of generally. I always just like to stick with the originals. One of those things. When songs are already really great originally for me, I generally see no need for them to be remade. But I understand why they do it, especially with Christmas songs. Christmas songs are always trying to reinvent themselves, be reborn, be redone, be reimagined. Maybe that's a spirit of Christmas thing too, huh? I don't know. All right, top five. Number five, the fifth best non-traditional song for me comes from Blues Traveler. This is another late 90s tune, and it's called Christmas. It's kind of a long for a Christmas song. It's the only real knock I have against this song. And funny enough, I'm not a huge Blues Traveler fan in general. I really only liked one of their songs. I love the song Hook. Fantastic song. I've tried to listen to some of their albums and whatnot. I'm just not a huge Blues Traveler song fan. So this is probably my second favorite Blues Traveler song I've ever heard. It has a really cool beat. It's just like I said, I think it clocks in around like 5 minutes or something, which is really long for a Christmas song, but I don't get bored of it. But I can see some people not liking it as much for that reason. Christmas tunes seem to be right in that like 2 to 3 minute range, generally. Number four. Number four. I'm not sure how many people have heard this song. I actually thought it was a little more well known than it was, but apparently not, because I talk to people all the time who have no idea what this song is. And it's different than the other songs on my list because so far my list has been pretty poppy. This is maybe another one of those border songs because I think the song's pretty old. And by old, I mean like a couple 100 years old. But I don't know. I haven't Googled this, so I might be wrong. But it sounds a couple 100 years old to me. It's called Night of Silence, and it's done by various choirs. And it has some of the best lyrics of any Christmas song that I've ever heard. Talks a lot about the just kind of the human condition, and I'm a kind of a existential kind of guy anyway. I'm into that stuff, so this this song is kind of a dark tone for Christmas, and I'm a fan of The Cure, so of course I like dark stuff, right? You know that if you watch the channel and you watch my countdowns. But this is a great song. They have a melody with it with Silent Night, and that's even better. A lot of choirs will do Night of Silence and Silent Night as this um, this crossover, and it's really cool. So you should definitely check that one out, especially if you like choir music. So that's another one that might be in a little gray area as far as traditional, but I never hear it on the radio or anything, so I'm putting it on this list. Number 3 is a song I only heard within the last year. I think I heard it last Christmas for the first time, and it comes from one of the best, if not maybe the best band of the last 20 years. I mean, there's not a lot of rock bands to choose from that have come out in the last 20 years, but this one might be a safe bet. This comes from The Killers, and it was put out as a single in 2008, I believe. It's called Joseph, Better You Than Me. This is a song that focuses on Joseph, which I think is pretty cool. It has some cool lyrics. And not only does it have The Killers, but it also features Elton John and also Neil Tennant from the Pet Shop Boys, which is awesome because I love the Pet Shop Boys. If you haven't been listening to the Pet Shop Boys, I don't know where you've been the past few decades, but you should definitely check out the Pet Shop Boys, especially if you've been watching my other countdowns and you like bands like Erasure or Depeche Mode. Definitely check out Pet Shop Boys. They're awesome. I love Neil Tennant's voice. And I didn't know he was featured in this song the first time I heard it, so it was quite the pleasant surprise. Number two, my second favorite song, and I'm sure 90% of you have never heard this, unless you're one of the big Erasure fans that follows the channel and watches my countdowns. But this one's called She Won't Be Home, and it's by Erasure. This was put out on an EP of theirs in the mid-'80s called Crackers International. I ran into this song because I ended up getting this EP when I was young. And I was like, wow, this song is really good. And I've listened to it almost every Christmas. It's one of my favorite Christmas songs. Again, a little more, I don't say dark, depressing song, but it is it's about missing people at Christmas time that you might not be able to regularly see. And yeah, it's just a cool tune. And if you like Erasure, you should like the song. And if you don't, you probably won't like the song. You kind of got to be into like kind of that 80s dance music, electronic, poppy stuff. But I am, so I'm putting it at number 2. I'm pretty sure most people wouldn't agree with that, but what are you going to do? And finally, number 1 is a newer song. Well, I guess another one of those, right? I mean, I can put this kind of in the newer category. I can kind of put this into the old category because it's kind of a mash. And that is Christmas Canon by the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Side note, I saw Trans-Siberian Orchestra live about 4 or 5 years ago. It was all right. It's not really my kind of thing, but it was pretty cool to see live. But Christmas Canon is top notch. Well, not only one of my favorite Christmas songs, but one of my favorite songs, period. I think the song is so emotional to listen to. You have the kids singing. Their voices are fantastic. I love the video, too. If you like to watch videos with your songs, that's good. But yeah, Christmas Canon, it's just an A-plus song. I think it's just great all around. So Christmas, not Christmas, I'm going with this with number 1. So like I said, everybody, I'm going to put links to all these songs in the comments below because I'm sure a lot of you haven't heard a lot of these. So, but if you do listen to them, let me know what you think about the list and how you would rank these songs. And are there other non-traditional songs that you would put on the list? What would you put into your top 10 list? So again, we're not talking about things like Joy to the World and Silent Night and I Saw Three Kings, all of this stuff. Like, these are real traditional songs. But how about non-traditional songs? What are some of these songs out there? Because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of these Christmas songs just floating out there, and people don't know about them. And they're not getting airplay, and people aren't talking about them, but perhaps they should be new classics. Have ideas about what they are? Let us know down in the comment section. And until next time, everybody, I will see you later.